football knows when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Penn State Nittany Lions. Taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Powell with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Cornhuskers will kick it away to start. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Penn State Nittany Lions offense will go to work first. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Pucks it out of the air.
Early in the game, as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
To the air, it's Freeman. Makes the grab down the middle. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. He's got his man.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Across the 45. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 58-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Nebraska's offense has the ball for the first time. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. When you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Back to pass. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Man, Penn State is known for its defense, right? Tough, physical, they can stop the run, and they can get after the quarterback, and they do it from the linebacker position. You think about the legacy this school has had at that spot. This guy right here, he fits into exactly what they want a linebacker to be, and the ability to get after the QB is a big part of it.
Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with his 7-0 lead. They got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Toss sweep right. And they'll knock him down for a 5-yard loss.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
To throw, it's Freeman. It's complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big 3rd down. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that 1st down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here when these 3rd downs present themselves.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I don't care who you are, but if you're going to have success offensively, you've got to have some semblance of a running game. They didn't have it their last time out. They obviously really struggled in that game. And in this one, just not getting enough push up front, and it's putting them in some really difficult situations.
And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Well, when you talk Nebraska football, it always comes down to their ability running it on offense. Whether it's the option or whether it's conventional, they've got a long and illustrious history of great running backs, and this guy is on the field for a reason. His vision, his ability to make people miss, run with toughness, he can do it all.
And the Huskers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Running back searching for a hole. Oh, he's got some space. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. The Huskers are on the move. Motion from the wideout. Give to the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Got some work to do on 2nd down after that last one. They need 13. They go right back to him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Back to the ground game on the left. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
It's good. Easy call for the refs. That'll bring him to within 4. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Tennessee is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Neyland Stadium, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to LSU. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should see.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air. It's Freeman. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Little touch pass to the receiver. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. The Nittany Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The RPO, it's complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage, but you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a pass.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Needs it to keep this drive alive. There he goes. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Penn State!
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away.
He lobs one high down the left side. Pulls in the deep ball. Turns it on down the left side. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Nebraska!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind it up, run over them football. That last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
He's got an open man and works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw. It's Freeman. Quick strike complete.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
And the Nittany Lions with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Touch pass on the right. Turning it on. Bounced out of bounds at the 43-yard line.
I just love the play call. You're getting a fast player out in the open field, and it's enough to get you a first down.
The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. Reads it, fires complete. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him. And they've really featured this guy today. And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affected the football game.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
The Nittany Lions in a good spot here with second and short. Dropping back, it's Freeman. Snagged out of the air. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off-season to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. He marched 78 yards down the field, and the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They haven't had a whole lot of production nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Looking to fire. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
One of the big risks about being in an empty set is that you don't have tight ends or running backs helping you out in pass protection. And that time the quarterback got hit right before he let it go, and that's why that ball fell incomplete.
To the air, it's Freeman. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Trying to pick up a first down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
The Nittany Lions will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He makes the fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And he feels the heat coming in and burns him up. Another sack.
The trend continues for this offensive line from last week. They gave up 5 sacks last week. They've given up 4 today. The most important part of your offense is protecting that quarterback. They've got to do a better job.
And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it away at the 37. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking to throw, it's Freeman. Makes the grab. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Wants to go up top on first down. The quick out. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lincoln, but let's just go with notable.
The Nittany Lions will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Yeah, and man, you talk about being down at the half. What's one thing I need to do? I got to protect my quarterback. In the first series here now, you're getting your quarterback hit and taken to the ground. This offense has to protect that dude at all costs.
Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Looking to throw, it's Freeman. Got his man quickly. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Quick completion on the out route. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong. But sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Just keeps slinging it. Unloads to the wideout. Just missed his man. Gave him just a little too much.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Third down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. Finds his man. It's Durham. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Penn State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, every game in the SEC so vital to a team's season, and this one is no different. Texas stomped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Austin city limits. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. An SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. This dude is wreaking havoc. If he keeps this up, just destroying game plans, they might name an ice cream flavor after him at the Creamery.
Oh, right down the road at the Creamery. What are you going to call it?
Quarterback crunch. They're setting up the screen. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The Cornhuskers will call on their punt team. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Back to pass, it's Freeman. Pressure coming. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll move the wide receiver. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And the pummeling has started.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Makes the grab. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's got it down the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
And the Huskers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Rides the back and leaves it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Huskers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And I wish I could bring you some hope, but, man, this defense, again, you know, they already got the lead. They got their ears pinned back. They're rushing the quarterback. I know this one's over, but offensively, let's find a way to protect our guy, put something together. Maybe we find a way to make this respectable at some point in the football game.
Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. And the Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Freeman. Using the quick game. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete, denying a big play on the final snap of the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter is coming up. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Buying some time. Gets drilled as he throws. The big pressure on 4th down, and they'll get it back. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The Cornhuskers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Lets it fly. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game, so maybe they can find something.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
When I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage, but this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They want that clock to run. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the touchdown, Penn State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called, guys, offensively all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance in this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
You've got to love what you're seeing if you're the head coach of this team, because your defense is simply not resting on their laurels, and they're playing until there's zeros on the clock. They've got a massive lead. We're late in the fourth quarter, and they're still getting sacks.
He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
The Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. To give out of the gun. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
And they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill. Go get the running back. Get him on the ground.
On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Wants to throw on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. And the misconnection on the first attempt. See if he gets a little looser.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Huskers line up to punt it away. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know the coaching staff has got to be so happy with how this offense has been able to come out here on the road, fight the crowd noise, and execute at such a high level.
Yeah, just dominate the football game. And now, listen, it's mode where I can run the football, run out the clock, watch this game go to zeros and get the dub.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. There he goes. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. He's now over the century mark with 102 yards on the ground, and he came into this game leading the nation in rushing. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Freeman. Fires left. Already find a hole in that secondary. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the scoring play coming on a 56-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. At this point, it really hasn't been your best day. Just try to find something to build on here at the end, David.
Just try to keep fighting. Show your kids you're going to keep fighting. Keep throwing the football. Try to get some points up. Palmer, points have been at a premium. They haven't scored very much, but keep fighting, man.
Yeah, and just, try to find things to...
And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got him downfield. Wide open spaces. Just like that. A huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8. The Huskers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. He's looking to pass. Under fire. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. Gets it out fast. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible.